Uh-oh, we're late. We gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yep, this is it. Going simple. Are you ready? I sure am. We gotta go. Let's go. It'll be great. All right. All right, we're good. Let's go.
I'm Grand Marshal Jill Dixon, and I'd like to call to order the commencement ceremony of the School of Management of the State University of New York at Binghamton. We welcome you to join vocalist Kelsey Watts and the members of the Binghamton University Wind Symphony performing our national anthem from the Osterhout Concert Theater in the Anderson Center for the Arts.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Coming in hot, Binghamton. Whoa! We did it, class of 2020! Woo! As president of Binghamton University, it is my great pleasure to welcome you this evening. Before we proceed with our ceremony, I would like to welcome members of the Binghamton University Council who are joining us today. They will stand as I call their names. Catherine Grant Madigan, Chair. Linda Beamer. Franklin Richards, Student Representative. I would also like to introduce our other special guests who sit with us on stage this evening. Donald Neiman, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Laura Bronstein, Dean, College of Community and Public Affairs. Upinder Dillon, Dean, School of Management. Sheila Doyle, Executive Director, Binghamton University Foundation. Jill Dixon, Grand Marshal, University Librarian for Public Services and Collections, Chair, Faculty Senate. Karen Jones, Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Celia Klin, Dean, Harper College of Arts and Sciences. John Cook, Vice President for Advancement. Pamela Mission, Platform Party Marshal, Associate Professor, Public Administration, Faculty Advisor to the President. Mario Ortiz, Dean, Decker College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Bhagat Samakia, Vice President for Research. Hari Srihari, Dean, Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Science, Executive Vice Provost for International Initiatives, and Chief Global Affairs Officer, Distinguished Professor, Systems Science and Industrial Engineering. I would also like to thank the Binghamton University Wind Symphony, our vocalist, and the Edward P. Maloney Pipe and Drum Band for their participation in today's celebration. Thank you. Today, we are taking time to recognize one of the most distinguished classes in Binghamton University's history, the class of 2020. This has been a remarkable year for a remarkable class, marked most notably by the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic also postponed well-deserved recognition until today. So let me begin by extending to this class congratulations for a job well done. And thanks as well to the faculty who have played such an important role in mentoring, teaching, and guiding our graduates. I also want to extend my thanks to all the parents and family members whose support and compassion have been crucial in the success of our students. Your role is noteworthy this year as students returned home in mid-semester, unexpectedly competing for space and bandwidth when classrooms went dark. Indeed, if your family is anything like mine, you will have found that these past few months have brought you together, perhaps sometimes more than you wanted. The pandemic has transformed our families and friendships, in some ways weakening the bonds we have by limiting us to Zoom calls and socially distanced gatherings. This has been particularly hard on our elders, our grandparents and aunts and uncles who cherish the accomplishments of our graduates, but in many cases are unable to personally convey their love and congratulations. But paradoxically, the pandemic has also strengthened these bonds, as many of us suddenly found ourselves together as a family again, with everyone pulled together under one roof. At my house, this meant that was once an empty nest is now a crowded dwelling with grandparents, that's Kathy and me, my daughter and her spouse, and two marvelous grandchildren, Iris, 5, and Maya, 2. Suddenly, the entire workday has been thrown into an uproar with entirely new routines and rituals. Ordinarily, I'm a morning person. I get up, do my emails, get some exercise, prepare for the day. Not so much anymore. Today, a typical day finds me awake early, as always, but by 5, Iris is up and playing with a dog and her toys while I read email. About an hour later, 2-year-old Maya enters the room like a tornado, pulling the dog's tail and saying good morning to Grandpa. And of course, breakfast is an all-family treat, one that I never got to experience in the pre-pandemic days. The start of my day is much less productive, but the memories will be worth it. I hope that all of you have found as much joy working from home as I have. And today we are here to celebrate the culmination of all that work at home. I know that the class of 2020 graduates have waited eagerly to be formally recognized for their achievements, so today is a great day. But I also understand that each of you is missing the camaraderie and friendship of a traditional in-person commencement. I want you to know that I miss seeing all of you too. I hope that each of you will reach out to your colleagues to congratulate and wish them the best as they move into the next chapter of their lives. But here we are, wherever here might be. So what does it mean to graduate or commence from this university? Historically, recipients of the baccalaureate degree are acknowledged to have a level of expertise that will allow them to advance or commence in their chosen profession, adding to the quality of life we lead as global citizens. Similarly, a master's degree signifies a deeper study of a field or discipline, a mastery of the subject, suitable to teach others. Congratulations to all of you on your remarkable accomplishment. This is the culmination of a long and challenging journey, a journey filled with the excitement of exploration and discovery, the guidance of faculty mentors, and the friendship of colleagues and peers. Let's think back to the start of your journey, to your first days at the university. For those entering as first-year students fresh out of high school, you began by choosing a field of study, nursing, or history, or engineering, or you decided to follow the most popular major, undeclared. Our graduate students, of course, already had a degree, only to discover that the more they knew about their field, the more there was to know. But every one of you was excited to tease out connections between apparently unrelated disciplines or points of inquiry, with your studies becoming broader and deeper. Your research became more exacting, your scholarship more penetrating, and your creativity more vibrant and thought-provoking. In other words, you discovered a passion. What I've discovered, and I hope you have too, is that developing a passion involves hard work. You must deeply engage yourself in a subject, learning its inner workings, and investing your time and intelligence. And I hope that Binghamton has given you the tools to find your passion, one that you will continue to renew and rediscover, and in so doing, let Binghamton inform your future years. I'm so proud of Binghamton University's graduates and the education you have received. Your nation and the world need your talents. Today, more than ever, we need nurses in our hospitals, social workers in our schools, and leaders in government and industry who combine expertise and compassion in their daily work. We need teachers to impart knowledge to the next generation, engineers to develop technologies that save and sustain, artists and poets who challenge us to do better and who show us a new lens through which we can view the world. But most of all, we need people who are committed and engaged practitioners, working to make society better, one decision at a time. Today we face great challenges, a pandemic to overcome, and perhaps most pressing, a world turning warmer, leaving political, cultural, and social turmoil in its wake. Challenges like these will require the work and imagination of people in a wide range of fields and disciplines, working together across international borders, people with skills and expertise, and most of all, a passion for solving challenging puzzles. People just like you. I look forward to learning of your many future successes and hope that you will remain steadfast members of the Binghamton University community. Congratulations to all of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost Donald Neiman.
Thank you, President Stenger. Good evening, everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our first ever virtual commencement and to congratulate you, members of the class of 2020. I really wish we were doing this in person, and I know that you and the special people in your lives wish we were too. But we're all getting used to doing things virtually these days to keep one another safe. You are a remarkable group of students. At the time you applied to Binghamton, you demonstrated that you had the academic ability to succeed at one of the best universities in the United States. And since you arrived on our campus, you've not only shown that you are very bright, you have also demonstrated that you are hardworking, intellectually curious, and eager to make the most of what this great university has to offer. You have demonstrated an amazing ability to roll with the punches, during what was a tumultuous end to your years at Binghamton. But even with the uncertainties caused by the pandemic, you have shown that you have a great sense of humor, like to have fun, and care deeply about serving others. You embody the balance that makes Binghamton University such a wonderful place to work and study. Like all of us, you are facing great uncertainty at a time when you are ready to start new jobs or begin graduate school. But I can assure you that your Binghamton University education will help you deal with the uncertainty and enable you to succeed in the months and years to come. It has been a pleasure to have you as our students. Congratulations on your many accomplishments and the many accomplishments that are yet to come. I'm now pleased to introduce Mary Beth Curtin, alumna and emerita member of the Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mary Beth would like to share congratulations with you on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Congratulations to you, the class of 2020. On behalf of the Binghamton University Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your impressive accomplishments. As an alumna and a past member of the university's Alumni Association Board of Directors, I want to welcome you to a very proud, loyal, and increasingly global alumni family. About 150,000 alumni live and work around the world, and that number is quickly growing. And with your class, we will add nearly 5,000 to our ranks. As you can well imagine, it is strange to be up here on this podium speaking to an empty room. I'm pretending you're all here trying to listen politely while you count the hours until you can celebrate with family and friends. We are all sad that we couldn't come together in May to share the day with you. However, this is still your time to shine, to reflect on what the past 4 years of hard work, relationships, and yes, laughter have brought to your life and to your future. I do hope that this is a year where you have still found things to celebrate, where you have tapped the inner recesses of your imagination to find joy, comfort, love, and friendship during a time when it is just as easy to feel sadness and frustration. Yes, it is a challenging time, and we are all realizing how important it is to draw on our inner reserves. As alumni, higher education is now an integral part of who you are. It is a strength which will sustain you in the days ahead as you search for meaning and connection in your world. When you ask yourself, when I look back on this time 20 years from now, what will I have learned? How will I remember myself? Did I create opportunity through the circumstances around me? I hope that you will draw on your new role as a Binghamton alum. So I want to give you a charge today, specifically 4 steps to guide you in the days ahead. Number 1, display your diploma with pride. Number 2, be informed. Follow Binghamton on social media and make sure that your information is up to date in our directory. Participate in our virtual learning, online events, and mentorship opportunities. Number 3, remain involved. As the world returns to normal, come to campus, participate in alumni events around the country, sign up, show up, and develop a network of relationships with your fellow alumni, because there is no telling whom you might meet if you step out of your comfort zone and participate. And lastly, number 4, make new Binghamton connections. When you come across another graduate out in the world, use that common bond as an opportunity to open a door. In a time when we are all recreating our stories, I ask you to stay engaged, to create the best version of yourself, and to make your mark on the world as a proud alum of Binghamton University. Welcome to our alumni family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Beth. It is now my pleasure to introduce Upinder Dillon, Dean of the School of Management.
Class of 2020, congratulations. Commencement is a time for celebration. I would have liked to celebrate this occasion in person. Nevertheless, I'm delighted to be here to celebrate your graduation with this virtual ceremony. Because of your achievements and those of our alumni and faculty, the School of Management is recognized among the elite business schools in the nation. Our students continue to have significant success in national and regional competitions despite the disruptions. Binghamton placed first in the 11th Media Scholars Case Competition, originally scheduled to take place in Washington, D.C. Another team from the Finance Society advanced to the Americas Regional Final of the Global CFA Research Challenge. For the past several years, students from Binghamton have been rated among the best in investment banking internship programs. This is due to the unique culture of senior students investing in the success of their juniors and preparing them for this competitive process. The first and second year students work with senior analysts to manage a $400,000 portfolio for the Binghamton Equity Fund. The faculty continue to publish innovative research in elite journals, compete for grant funding, and transform the classroom into a dynamic learning environment. This year, our faculty managed over $500,000 in grants. In the last few months, we have had several research papers accepted in journals such as the Information Systems Research, Journal of Applied Psychology, Management Science, MIT Sloan Management Review, and the MIS Quarterly. These are among the top journals where faculty from the best universities across the globe compete for publications. This productivity is one that any school our size would be envious of. The events of the past year have given us much to reflect on and hope for a better future. In times such as these, business and society is in great need of leaders. Leaders that learn from the past and adapt to the future. I'm confident that your Binghamton education has prepared you well for these leadership challenges. We have already seen evidence of this in thousands of hours our students have devoted to helping residents and organizations affected by COVID. As you pursue your careers, I encourage you to remain engaged with the School of Management. Your engagement and support will help us fulfill our vision of being the premier public business school. You, your family, and friends should be very proud today. We are proud of you. Congratulations. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Karan Ron Kataria. Ron has been an outstanding student with a strong work ethic. He appreciates the quality of education he received and is committed to contributing to the future success of the school. At Binghamton, Ron distinguished himself as Vice President of Professional Activities and Communications in the Alpha Kappa Psi professional fraternity. Ron is devoted to helping others and has organized events such as Rise Against Hunger and Career Secrets events. He organized networking events for students with professionals in consulting and banking to foster professional development and promote career exploration. He is currently an associate in the management consulting practice at KPMG. Please join me in welcoming Ron Kataria.
Good afternoon, class of 2020. Faculty, administrators, family, and friends, we're so happy to have you here for the start of a new chapter in our lives. Class of 2020, for many of us, our achievements have meant greater sacrifice by either us or our parents, more than we ever imagined possible 4 years ago. I thank my parents and my sister for their unconditional support, love, and guidance throughout this journey. As we leave Binghamton for a new set of adventures, I imagine that you feel uncertain. Don't worry, we've all been there, and it's okay to feel this way. I'm here to tell you that the next few years have to be about embracing the unexpected and embracing change. My own college journey has been about just this. 4 years ago, as a freshman at Stony Brook University, I was at rock bottom. My short-lived journey there was one of misguidance. It was my first choice out of high school, made under pressure from family and friends to become a doctor. Aimless and unsure of my dreams, I set out for what would prove to be difficult times. Faster than I realized, I learned that my true passions were entirely distant from medicine. A people person at heart and the son of 2 successful business people, I felt out of places in course that emphasized the sciences. Instead, I gravitated towards business studies, and so I transferred. After a short time at community college, where I built up my skill set in financial analysis, public speaking, and accounting, I found myself at a crossroads. As I held the acceptance letter to 2 BUs in my hands, the moment that would change everything had arrived. And so I transferred. Again. Sometimes, the best decisions are those that we make on hunches. After putting down a deposit for Boston University, I decided to speak with a current Binghamton University student. And within the next hour, I knew that Boston would be a mistake. I was drawn to the promise and immersiveness of the Binghamton School of Management program, and committed myself to growing to my fullest potential over the next 2 years. One of my greatest memories here was at orientation for transfer students, where I met successful students, introduced myself to career services, and heard from Dean Dillon, whose words are still ingrained in my mind. There are many opportunities here, he said, but it's up to the individual to take advantage of those opportunities and learn from them. The road was not easy, but Dean Dillon's guidance, along with the support of academic advising, career services, and professional mentors, made the struggle bearable and the rewards worth it. I found my home here, and my only hope is for future generations of Bearcats to feel the same sense of hope, pride, and excitement that I felt on campus every single day. In my short but unforgettable time as a Bearcat, I had the privilege of being a member of the Alpha Kappa Psi professional business fraternity. This group wasn't just a circle of talented peers and friends. It was and is my family. I'm grateful for the memories that I made with them, and I'll cherish them decades down the road. Through AK Psi, I made friends, obtained mentors, and found a sense of belonging. I connected with my professors who guided me and mentored me too. 2 years later, I was able to serve as a transfer mentor and a guide underclassmen to success, sharing the professional and interpersonal skills that my AK Psi family, professors, and mentors had shared with me on my own journey. Being a Bearcat is about paying it forward, and helping others achieve their goals has been one of the most satisfying experiences of my time here. I've grown intellectually through rigorous academic challenges, formed lifelong connections with dedicated and talented friends, and contributed professionally to a rich network that has given all Binghamton University students the chance to succeed. After all, If there's one thing I know to be true, it's that Bearcats look out for their own. The most valuable lesson I learned here was that comparing oneself to others is the quickest route to unhappiness and failure. So I urge you to follow your dreams, focus on yourself, and pursue your passions for no other reason than they make you happy. If you're delivering that big presentation, taking that pivotal career step, or moving to a new state or city, do it because you want to. Embrace every change and every obstacle head on. Climb the mountain, not to plant your flag, but to embrace the challenge and behold the view. Climb it so that you can see the world, not so that the world can see you. If there's a single piece of advice I can leave you with, it's that life is a roller coaster. There will be many people on the journey with you, but through your best and worst of times, you have to believe in yourself. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. Congratulations, class of 2020. I can't wait to see what's in store for us.
Thank you, Ron, for these remarks. President Stenger, if you will join me now. As Dean of the School of Management, I'm pleased to present to you candidates who have fulfilled all their baccalaureate degree requirements as prescribed by the faculty.
For those who have successfully completed all degree requirements, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I am pleased to recognize conferral upon each of these graduates the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights and privileges accompanying it. On behalf of the Binghamton University community, I congratulate you all for this well-earned accomplishment. As it is customary, upon conferral of the baccalaureate degree, if you are wearing your cap and gown as you watch this ceremony, you may now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. At this time, I would like to introduce Kelsey Watts and members of the Binghamton University Wind Symphony once again for the Binghamton University alma mater. At this point, we would typically be congratulating you as you cross the stage to receive your diploma. However, this year, due to the unusual circumstances, we will proudly display each of your names and degrees to conclude this virtual ceremony. To our class of 2020, congratulations.
Shabienska Achir, Samuel Agassi, Junkut Ukbulut, Denise Ukunchu, Matthew William Alaimo, John Anthony Alexandro, Matthew Robert Allen, Nasib Nizam Ali, Mauri Daniela Alvarez, Kimberly Eve Alweiss, Brittany Ann Anderson, Lana Elizabeth Anderson, Benjamin Foster Appleman I, Rick R. Archibald, Audi Iyad Ashkar, Arturo Santiago Acelta, Arib Azam, Barbara Carly Badir, Claire Renee Baker, Kyle Mayland Palmer, Logan Barrett, Zachary Barrett, Solomon Basalian, Mitchell Corey Bay, Cecilia Marie Becker, Benjamin Schultz Belfield, Samuel Jacob Belkin, Andrew Bell, Anna Michelle Ben Levy, Shaheen Benyaminpur, Elliot Harrison Barretts, Carly Taylor Berman, Ross Philip Bernstein, Jordan Philip Bideau, Oriel Bigel, Madeline Emma Binder, Melissa Rui Bitpat, Reed Alexander Blee, Matthew Ryan Boccia, Michaela Bogart, Rebecca Board, Peter Jared Bowman, Julia Grace Bracco, Ben Taylor Brooks, Robin J. Brown, Thomas Butler Burns, Madeline Nicole Byrne, Song Ho Byun, Bin Hui Chai, Valentina Campos Pairu, Keenan M. Kanpulat, Genting Chow, Nicolette Eleanor Capalbo, Alexa Marie Caridi, David E. Caspi, Michael Anthony Cantanzaro, Edward Inhua, Min Nyat Chow, Chloe Chen, Jeffrey Chen, Jia Chen, Jia Yi Chen, Kevin Chen, Paige Yuanqing Chen, Sophia Chen, Tian Chen, Xia Fen Chen, Ji Lun Gloria Chen, Andrew Brian Chin, Michael Wolfgang Choi, Courtney Virginia Coburn, Brooke H. Cohen, Madeline Ann Cohen, Matthew Collins, Sydney Jane Corda, Sean Robert Corey, Max Richard Corrales, Nihat Jun Joshkun, Caitlin Elizabeth Coughlin, John Martin Cunningham, Annabelle K. Corsillo, Aidan Matthew Dadabo, Paul J. Daumer, Emily Catherine Darpino, Corey Allison Dowman, Alex William David, Evan S. Davis, Ryan Patrick Dean, Maria F. DeChestisa, Nicholas Eugene DeFazio, Dominic Delacourti, Michael Patrick DeMarco, Jian Deng, Kevin T. Derby, Besnik Jakovich, Thomas Kevin Doherty, Matthew Jake Duskas, Aidan Dowling, Chen Du, Lauren Ashley Duffy, Joshua I. Eagle, Tatiana Edelstein, Grace Catherine Eisman, Michelle Joy Eisenberg, Megan Marie Ellis, Yuldurum Emre Erdul, Isaiah Joseph Evans, Rachel S. Pham, Melanie M. Farinango, Jacob Max Feld, Tamir David Felsen, Jared Daniel Feltman, Justin Blake Ferrara, Christian Joseph Finch, Joshua Sidney Finchler, Carly S. Fisher, Connor M. Fitzpatrick, Ian Charles Foley, Keith Michael Foley, Michael Leonard Franco, Matthew Stephen Frank, Matthew Charles Frederick, Natalie Freilich, Caitlin Jean Fringer, Michael Eric Friedman, Thomas Camillo Fuzia, Brendan Gallagher, Joyce Lynette Gallo, Ximena M. Galvan Olvera, Kevin Gao, Li Wen Gao, Shu Gao, Jake Michael Garnsey, Andrea Victoria Garthwaite, Julia Maria Georges, Mia R. Germain, Gloria Geventhor, Kevin Giacchetto, Marie Christine Jacinto, Wesley Gianobile, James Charles Gill Jr., Victoria M. Gilliams, Colin M. Gilmartin, Joshua Adam Gindi, Mia Diane Giordano, Valerie Joan Giordano, Benjamin James Giuliani, Jaleel Corey Brandon Glasgow, Tyler Ross Glovin, Daniel George Gerner, Jeremy Goldberg, Eric Jordan Gossert, Brandon Scott Gow, Dean Nelson Grant Jr., Renee Grasso, Brendan Kenneth Gregory, Ashley Ann Greco, Carmen I. Guzman, Josiah Joshua Haley, Zachary T. Hanlon, Morgan Ann Harrington, Spencer Owen Haynes, Debbie Hay, Adam Mark Heimowitz, Ethan M. Heller, Jun Hyo, Alyssa May Herman, Samantha A. Hernandez, Edward Patrick Hickey III, Jared Ross Himmel, John Edward Hogan, Sarah Gabrielle Holland, Ryan Benjamin Shao, Henry Hu, Jason Hu, Michelle Huang, Jinwan Huang, Yilin Huang, Ashley Morgan Hudzik, Jillian Hulbert, Adonia Shari Humphrey, Aaliyah Elaine Hinson, Sandra Ilkan, Muhammad Ushuk, Harrison Evan Ivers, Benjamin Max Jaspan, Yu Qing Ji, Tao Jiang, William Zachary Jin, Grace Helen Johnson, Isaiah Johnson, Kaylin Marone Juhas, Mink Yu Jung, Katie Cam, Jenna Alexis Kaiser, Hyun Woo Kang, Jae Hoon Kang, Ankit J. Kapoor, Amber Kapoor, Karen Kataria, Joseph M. Cates, Haruna Keto, Ali Kayapunar, Kevin Francis Kelly, Heather Lee Kessler, Salman Ahmad Khan, Sanjay Kushalani, Ukun Kulij, Chae Hyun Kim, Christian Kim, David Haegyeon Kim, Grace Kim, Judy Kim, Junghyun Kim, Justin Kim, Oezda Kusa, Stephanie Clar, Jared Aaron Klein, Ushili Kujaholu, Asher Nathan Königsberg, Claire Elizabeth Korber, Lindsay M. Corman, Emma Isabella Krempa, Daniel James Crone, Aaron T. Krubener, Joe Kwang, Carrie Christine Kunkel, Danielle Miriam Kurlander, Ari J. Lachenauer, Alexander Q. Lai, Martin Octava Lalisse, Megan Lamb, Heath Robert Larson, Alexandra N. Latuca, Vincent Latuca IV, Colleen Ann Kirsten Leahy, Julia Amy Levitt, Brandon Uri Libovich, Gabriel Leonard LeBeau, Jonathan A. Lederman, Alexis L. Lee, Dong Hun Lee, Hyomin Lee, Munsung Lee, Tae-jun Lee, Wilson D. Lee, Ryan Mitchell Lellis, Danielle Sage Lerner, Jake Lesser, Lauren Michael Lester, Jordan Alexandra Leventhal, Brandon Lee, Christopher Lee, El Lee, Ming Lee, Min Hao Lee, Siran Lee, Sile Lee, Yinying Lee, Yushuan Liang, Stephen Liao, Devin Lin, Jason Lin, Lily Lin, Vivian Lin, Stephen Aaron Link, Thomas James Little, Alvin Xiaoyang Liu, Xin Liu, Jian Liu, Valen Locke, Christopher Robert Lockwood, Amanda Ga Huai Lo, Joseph Arthur Lopinto, Jason Gao Yuan Lu, Berlin Luciano, Jason Dylan Luna, Connor James Lundergan, Dean Lepowitz, Noah Benjamin Lusher, Lucas S. Maciel, Stephen A. Magliaro II, Daniel K. Maniello, Kyle F. Mairano, Victoria Manilova, David James Mariano, Alexandra Mart Akil, Kelly Ann Martin, Justin J. Matthew, Victoria R. Matiatos, Arsenije Edward Matovich, Lori Matza, Gregory Thomas Metzel Jr., Casey Donna McCarthy, Daniel Kevin McCartney, Olivia Agnes McColgan, Connor James McCormick, Lauren McDermott, Patrick Cecil McDonough, Nicholas James McDonough, Laura McFadden, Ryan John McGrath, Aidan Thomas McGuire, Jessica Marie Miano, Viraj Mehta, Emily A. Mendelson, Tyler Jason Myers, Tak Mickey, Matthew Millwood, Scott Reed Mirenberg, Aidan Patrick Monteverde, Jordan Ron Moody, Ju Kyung Moon, Kai Alexis Moon, Alexandra Jenna Marchauer, Daniel Mosheneoff, Daniel A. Motis, Christos Mondroukas, Jake Thomas Muller, Alexander Muniz, Michael Angelo Muniz, Daniel John Murphy, Kaylee Rose Murphy, Mary Kate Aaron Murphy, Robert Moses Murphy, Sean Murphy, Deborah Lee Musselman, David Seth Nachman, Matthew Jared Nadell, Fidan Nasir Zada, Abigail Makauba Naval, Beth Tali Nabarovsky, Emily N., Brandon Ying Hei Ng, Jaden Gwyn Nogi, Rebecca S. Nussbaum, Natalie Trieste O'Brien, Zachary H. O'Connell, Hayato Ogawa, Gi-young Oh, James O, Kaylin Rose O'Shea, Moses Osho, Shane Michael O'Sullivan, Wen-Chi Yuang, Ryan H. Pak, Kylie Dakota Palmer, Wanting Pan, Joseph Ronald Panettiere, Victoria Rose Paradise, Rachel Lynn Parsons, Taylor Lynn Pasuelo, Michael Joseph Patalano, Charlotte Rose Payne, Ariane Pazuki, Juan Pena, Nicholas James Petriella, Damian A. Pisano X, Grace E. Pompiano, James Thomas Piggott, Melissa Ann Pinto, Natalie Michelle Poblete Infante, Konstantin Michael Popov, Adam David Portnoy, Marina Brigitta Poulos, Alexandra Elise Purby, Hride Pujara, Josephine Chu, Samir A. Rahimi, Mavel Ramirez Ramos, Sean Reddy, Shane Daniel Reed, Alexandra Morgan Rexton, Brian Henry Ruhrman, Angel Reyes, Zachary Joseph Regano, Danielle Renwelski, Marissa Julia Rios, Jovan Andres Rivera, Michaela Alicia Robinson, Natalia Nicole Rodriguez Velasquez, Harley Ray Rogers, William Romero, Damon Rosenberg, Allison Rosenthal, Henry Ruan, Jonathan D. Rubin, Thomas Joseph Rulo, Justin Sachs, Hannah Sanders, Nicholas John Santariga, Michael Christian Santiago Berga, Gregory Luis Satriale, Matthew Sebastian Scampoli, Grace Shelp, Ari Craig Schertzer, Benjamin Hayden Schertzer, Colleen Marie Schick, Jason Benjamin Schern, Kimberly A. Schultz, Thomas J. Schwartz, Robert Schwartz, Justina Sager Perulski, Megan M. Sedita, Alyssa Siegel Laddie, Brandon Seckler, Satvik Sethi, Rashmi Shankar, Neha Sharma, Amanda Natalie Sheeran, Michelle Sherman, Konstantin Shetakauri, Jake Shore, Lucas Shum, Emily Grace Shutowich, Charles Christopher Silliman, Milena M. Skugor, Elizabeth Rose Sladish, Ezra J. Solomon, Jin Shup Song, Ting Wei Song, Miriam Sumro, Michael Vincent Spiru, Benjamin Peter Squilante, Nicholas Anthony Stanton, Dylan Steve, Daniel Charles Steuven, Nicholas A. Suarez, Ruben Suchow, Christopher T. Sullivan, Shi Chang Sun, Chu Wei Sun, Alex W. Soroka, Sean Patrick Sweeney, Whitney S. Tam, Lawrence Tan, Xiao Ching Tan, Anur Tazasus, Marissa Renee Taylor, Lauren Elizabeth Tenenzev, Winston Teo, Ariel Cheva Turk, Rashana Thapa, Wei Di Tan, Alexis Ray Tillman, John Raymond Tim Jr., Nicholas Joseph Chongsan, Rami Furkan Kurshat Tuapo, Cameron Edward Torti, Michael James Totaro, Zara Tunsi, Amanda K. Tracy, Maria Alessandra Tradito, Chrissy Trebitz, Sydney Tung, Aaron Turkmenoglu, Nicole A. Umia Atwei, Matthew Unterberg, Corinna Margaret Van Dunk, Jared Vasta, Christopher Enrique Vasquez, Joel Velasco, Carlos Daniel Villafuerte Castro, Omar Raul Vintimilla, Zachary Jordan Vogel, Maximilian Luis Vuolo, Brett Michael Wagner, Mayumi Wakatsu, Megan Walia, Patrick J. Walsh, Ziv Wand, Xiao Yu Wang, Jacob B. Weil, Paulina Grace Weinrich, Joshua James Wendell, Colin Christopher Wenzel, Madeline Anna White, Connor Ryan Wilson, Alejandro Wong, Lucy Chui Wong, Shirley Wong, Victoria Wong, Ye Ji Zhang, Thomas Stephen Yavone, Jesse Yang, Yin Yi Yang, Shu Yang, Crystal Yi, Bingyan Yu, Serena Yu, Jenna Zaretsky, Connie Zheng, Jennifer Lisette Zepeda, Richard Zhang, Thomas Zhang, Yifu Zhang, Eric Jason Zhao, Yu Xin Zhao, Huiyi Zheng, Jason Zheng, Zhangbin Zheng, Jia Rui Zhu, Jingfang Zhu, Nai Hao Zhu, Sarah Rose Zuckerman.
The 2020 commencement proceedings of the State University of New York at Binghamton are now concluded. Thank you for joining us.
2020 in the books.